Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Lesson Non-Classic. This is episode number 3440 and Doubleshot number 3334. Got two more trades. First one's going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider by Donny. This collects pretty much everything that Donny has worked on, most of it anyways, except for one miniseries which is not in here. This collects Thanos Volume 2, issues 13 to 18, which of course that's the issues Donny wrote, along with the annual, the Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries, along with a short story from Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now, mostly put the 13-18 issues, which were the last issues published for that series, which was really good, by the way. Jeff Lemire did the opening 12 issues of the book. Donny Coates just did the remaining 6 issues. The annual itself is pretty much basically just a story. The best way to describe the annual is it's a backdoor pilot into the Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries, which is basically Punisher raising baby Thanos to create Punishers. Well, he raised him. He basically is protecting him a lot of miniseries, and then in Revenge, basically, also this thing also contains issues of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 6, I think it is. It was the first 5 issues of the book. Yes, and pretty much in the case of that, that's basically Cosmic Rider's role in those issues. Before he shows up later on in the pages of Avengers, yes, he popped up in Avengers taking on Robbie Reyes. And also with King of Hell, Johnny Blaze, even though currently he's not anymore. Thanos Legacy, it just basically just a story involving Cosmic Ghost Rider in the book. But the book itself was really good. Yeah. They even threw in here a short story also from Wolverine Black, White, and Blood. Now the artwork for pretty much a lot of these ones, the Thanos issues and the annual, well, basically in the case of the issues themselves, the artwork is done by Jeff Shaw. He also has the first story in the annual. The second story is over Christopher Hastings with art by Favino. Third story, Kieran Gillen does the writing. Of course, he was writing Thanos also in the pages of Eternals. Art by Andrea Lemon-Andrew. My Little Thanos. Written and drawn by Katie Cook. That time Thanos helped Lily across the street. Yeah, he actually helped Lily across the street. Written by the current writer of Fantastic Four, Ryan North, and art by Will Rubinson. Confrontation of the Good, done by Al Ewing, the current writer for Thor. As currently he does Thor, he does Venom right now. With Fraser Irving in the artwork. Of course, the Cosmic Ghost Rider series is, drawn by Dylan Barnett. Thanos Legacy, Brian Lovell. Now, everything else mostly is done by Donny Coates. Jeff Shaw does the Guardians of the Galaxy book, just like he did the Thanos book. The Avengers Cosmic story, the Semper fight, also by Jeff Shaw, and then the Wolverine Black, White, and Blood story is done by Chris Bachalo. But overall, really good book. Fantastic. I give this book a 10 out of 10. We're not done with the Cosmic Ghost Rider just yet. We still got other stuff for him, so don't worry, there's more stuff for him. Next up we have is, get this, I think as far as I can tell, the very first verse book, because actually there's 2 more after this one. First we have is The Predator versus the Black Panther, which that's a very interesting pairing. 2 people who like the hunt. This book is written by Ben Percy, who does the follow-up book. Actually, this was another one featuring. Actually, this is one of 3 verse books. There's also one featuring Wolverine, which I didn't review that one. Mostly put now written by Ben Percy, artwork by Chris Allen. Now this is roughly 4 issues. Chris Allen does the first issue with Lee Ferguson. 3 does by himself, but actually no. Simon Demon Hill does issue 2. 3 is done by, I kid you not, 3 had 2 artists on it. 3 had basically to do with Chris Allen. He also did issue 4 as well. So here's the thing. Despite the fact this is 6 characters, it doesn't feel like 616 given what happens in the book. So most of them were basically Predators going to Wakanda to fight the Black Panther. Though they're not fighting Black Panther yet, but that's what they're going to do. And we also have Okina with the with the Hanazuri. And here comes Black Panther, which, based on this look that he has here, it kind of looks like the look he had when Christopher Priest wrote the book. Yes. I'm like, that's interesting. Yeah, the outside looks like it, but it has the current nanotech suit, which is interesting. Also, he has a emblem on his shoulder, something 616 Black Panther doesn't have. So, yeah, this kind of confirms that this miniseries does not take place in 616 because he does not have that. Also, yeah, this guy's like, so we have Shari here, and we have this, I think it's fake Black Panther, and all of a sudden he's a predator who ends up attacking people. It's a really cool miniseries. Eventually, Black Panther himself does show up because the protector is no mention of being king. So, and plus we have one in the midnight. We have Shari here in her outfit from the movie. But the one thing about this miniseries is that we also have like the barrier on the Golden City, which you could say this is loosely in the movie continuity. Yes, it's like this miniseries. It's a mixture of 616 and the movie continuity, because the Golden City in the regular 616 universe does not have a barrier around it. In the main universe, in the movie universe, it does. So we have the bodyguards just dealing with a predator who ends up, well, killing some of them. Yes, it takes a while, but we do eventually have Black Panther taking on a predator. Though one of the predators we see here is one that has design from the very first movie. Yes, kind of interesting. Also, rest in peace to the man who originally played Predator. He played in the first two movies. He passed away after the second movie came out. So they did have that suit pop up in Predators, from what I've heard. I haven't seen Predators, but I heard it did pop up there. So, but it's coming up. That's how you can tell this is not set in 616 because, well, and then we have this elder getting killed by a predator. Yes. And you have Shari fighting a predator, which is really cool. There's a flashback of basically predators kind of came-ish. But then you have Shari put on a helmet. And then all of a sudden, Falcon shows up. And you can tell, based on this dialogue, that this is not Sense 616. Also, the outfit looks different. Yes. Sam, like, this apparently is supposed to be Sam Wilson, Captain America. It's supposed to be Sam Wilson, who's currently Captain America right now. Yes. I would say main suit, yes, it looks like 616, but yeah, this is clearly not set in 616 at all because the outfit is completely wrong. Because he never actually wore that in 616 at all. Nope, never did. And that leads to issue 4, which eventually you have Black Panther does take on. It takes a while, but we do have a big brawl with the Predator. And does Black Panther win? I'm thinking based on that, he won. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But this miniseries overall was fantastic. I think Ben Percy did a really good job with the book. But I still have this suspicious feeling that this is not set in 616. You would think based on the cover that it is, but it kind of isn't. Well, for one thing, Falcon randomly shows up in the book, and he does not look like that at all in the 616. Like, his mask is completely different. So I'm thinking this set ultimate continuity, and the Predator does also kind of basically pussies out and just blow himself up like he does in the movie. There we go. Excuse me. Plus, the outfit itself, yeah, it's loosely inspired, but I'm guessing this could be set in a Ulta version of the movies, kind of. But the outfit itself looks, like I said, looks completely different. Yep, I was right. This is definitely not set in 616 at all. Nope. The Earth is now a TRN 1638. Yeah, mostly put, he just appears in his miniseries. I think he pretty much returns in a later book. Yeah. But this came after the Wolverine versus Predator miniseries, yes. Though he does return Punisher kill, the Predator kills Marvel Universe for a couple issues. If I remember correctly, I think this was the first verse miniseries, because this is one of 3 or 4 he just takes them all universe. There's this one, there's Wolverine, and then there's Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man's the most interesting one. So, looks like it was Predator versus Wolverine first. So yeah, that was the first one. So looks like that was first. And I think next was Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Spider-Man was next. And I think after Spider-Man, it was versus Marvel Universe. Yes. Though, Spider-Man versus the Predator is a very interesting idea. Yeah, and then of course it is Punisher, Predator kills the Marvel Universe. But yeah, not much else to say. I'm gonna have to end it here because this is getting a bit late here. So, like I said, overall, fantastic miniseries. Give roughly 8, 9 out of 10. So, that is pretty much it for today's video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. I will see you tomorrow for my reviews for, hopefully, Sentai. Along with, Dojimo's the Commander, My Hero Vigilantes, and Trigon Target, okay? You too. Bye.